I've promised you the best and the most bone-crushing wrestling. You're going to see more. That's why I look like I do, because I've been in these battles.
Let's talk about who's on today's program, Bruiser. A great one it will be. The Pride of the USA, Chris Carter, will join us today. Prince Mama Mohammed will be here. We'll see a classic match featuring Dick the Bruiser. Also, Yukon Moose Cholak on the card, and a main event today, Calypso Jim against Dr. Jerry Graham.
I hope that Calypso Jim breaks his nose. That dirty, rotten rat, Graham.
Ladies and gentlemen, the World Wrestling Association is proud to present International All-Star Championship Wrestling. Another edition of Bruiser Bedlam, coming to you from the fabulous Premier Center in Detroit.
This is one fall, 20-minute time limitation. Introducing, weighing 245 pounds, hailing from St. Louis, Missouri, I give you Jeff Stanton. And his opponent, weighing 240 solid pounds. He's from the Motor City, USA. He's the spirit of America. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Chris Carter. One fall, 20 minutes.
Born in the USA and darn proud of it. The great Chris Carter.
Too good looking.
The fans at ringside have signs. There you go. We love Chris Carter. They do. No doubt about it.
They're both good-looking athletes, Terry.
Yes, they are. Absolutely.
Chris looks like an All-American, and this Stanton fella, he looks good and powerful and strong. Nice young guy.
Both of these wrestlers have an extensive amateur background.
Yes, I was talking to Stanton, and he said that he had wrestled 15 years amateur.
Well, we'll see if that comes in handy for him here, because he's in against one of the best, a guy who certainly has been all around. He's been everywhere, all around the country. And more often than not in main events. Chris Carter. A guy who literally would shout it from the mountaintops that he is proud to be an American.
I agree with you there.
Certainly that's something good to see when you got guys like Igor Zakov wandering around here. I don't know if they would let that go in the amateur ranks or not.
Well, that's why he's not an amateur anymore.
That's it, that's right. They lock up in center ring in the referee hold. Carter moves right in on his man. Takes him over. Nice move by Carter. Al Thomas in, put in the 2 count. Stanton quickly rolled over, got to his feet. I think probably one of the wrestlers that's certainly foremost on the mind of Chris Carter around this time is Mohammed Jihad Saad. These two have had a few battles in a few cities around the country recently.
I agree with you, Terry. They're not too good a company in the same room.
That goes a little further than Carter versus Saad. It goes into the USA versus Lebanon. Because certainly with the statements that Saad has made on television about Americans and American women in particular, Chris Carter's the man. He feels that he is the one to go in there and teach him a lesson.
You notice, Terry, these two fellas, they're relying on their amateur background. A lot of these are amateur holes they're using.
Yes, they are. We haven't seen any rule breaking thus far in the match. Carter rolls his man over, too close to the ropes, though. Automatic break. Carter stands back nicely. We'll wait for Stanton to get to his feet. Stanton, I think he'd rather take on some of the fans at ringside than Chris Carter. Carter is amazing. He is just all action in that ring. He just loves it, doesn't he? Loves his wrestling.
Yeah. He's one fella that I think that just lives for wrestling.
Absolutely. And he'll admit it, too. It's in his blood. Standing wrist lock applied by Chris Carter. Nice move. Carter combines scientific wrestling with a very thorough knowledge of back alley type brawling too, Bruiser. He can brawl if that's what it takes.
But this match here is more, it's kind of a classic amateur thing.
Carter trying to get a pin out of this. I don't know if he'll be able to, though. Stanton managing to resist having his shoulders both down in the mat at the same time. Whoa! And first he comes.
Right across the bicep, Terry. That hurts. That actually bends your bicep. Makes an indentation, a concave hole in your bicep when they do that.
Yeah, that sounded...
It takes 2 or 3 days for that to iron out.
I would imagine. Now Stanton throwing out the rule book. Apparently he feels that wrestling scientifically isn't going to get him too far.
Well, that's why he's not an amateur now.
But he's going to make a mistake here, I do believe, because he's going to make Carter mad.
He's got him.
We could see an upset here.
He's got him. I think if he'd have tried to pin him there, he might have got him.
He might have. I wonder why he didn't go to the pin. Possibly a mistake on Stanton's part.
Should have gone. Uh-oh. Trying to reverse each other.
And Carter lets go with a fist and an elbow. And you just may see a little bit of that brawling we were mentioning earlier from Carter. He's whipped off the ropes, caught him with a clothesline. Well, that one's just got to take the starch out of you.
It's got to take the starch out of your neck.
Oh, now the sleeper hold. Now, Carter was telling me about this sleeper hold, Bruiser. He's used it in the past, but he's got it to the point now where he told me he feels he's got it perfected. And what a lethal move for his arsenal to be able to have mastered that sleeper hold.
Yeah, you've got to have confidence to use a sleeper, because if you don't have it on right, some guy might feign or act like he's out, and the minute you let up on him, he gets you. But evidently, Chris Carter's got it down.
Carter got him. Beautiful display of the sleeper hold. I'm impressed by that.
Yeah, he's got it down.
That hold is going to serve him well.
Let's see if he has to wake the guy up.
Very dangerous kind of a hold. If applied too long, it cuts the blood supply off from the brain. If applied too long, it can be extremely dangerous. Well, Stanton's getting a little bit of an early rest here.
I've seen wrestlers in the past.
Let's take a look at it again and see him clamp on that sleeper. Yes, he gets right into it.
The sleeper hold, the spirit of America.
He's in there.
You can see he's got his left arm right across the carotid artery, cutting off the blood flow to the brain.
I think he's going to have to wake him up, Terry.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back with much more action in just a moment. All-Star Championship Wrestling is bringing all the great stars you watch on this program every week to Archbold, Ohio, and also Continental, Ohio, very, very soon. And you stay tuned to this program. We'll have all the details for you real soon. That's Archbold and Continental. We're coming. And we're coming to Kip South tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Doors open at 6:30 at Kip South, Reynolds and Heatherdowns, right off of Turnpike Exit 4. You're going to see El Bracero in the opening bout against the newcomer, Leroy Redbone. The freedom fighter from West Beirut, Lebanon, Mohammed Jihad Saad, to face off against the big guy from Tennessee, Man Mountain Tyler. Dick the Bruiser comes to Toledo, Kip South tomorrow night. He'll face Prince Mama Mohammed. And then we've got 2 title bouts on that card. The World Tag Team Champions, Bulldog Don Kent and Dr. Graham, to face Chris Carter, the spirit of the USA, along with his very capable partner, Calypso Jim, certainly leading contenders for those title belts. And then for the World Singles Championship, very, very serious overtones to this match. You fans who were on hand or have been tuned in realize by now that Wojo very literally, despite what he might tell you, turned his back on Flying Fred Curry. We're calling him the modern-day Benedict Arnold, a true backstabber.
I'm tired of this Benedict Arnold stuff. I don't need that. Fans know what happened. Curry hit me from behind. Curry's trying to buy me off with money the whole time. But I finally saw the light. Dr. Graham helped me. He made me the champion. I wouldn't be the champion today if it wasn't for him. Curry, this is not going to be a wrestling match. You don't think those drop kicks and flying stuff is going to affect me, do you? Look at this. Huh? No way, Curry. I'm going to beat you. I'm going to throw you out of the ring. I'm going to slam you on every table at Kip's tomorrow night. And then I might take you out in the parking lot, slam you on every car. I might throw you right through a windshield, Curry. This is not going to be a wrestling match. This is going to be your night to get a beating. You deserve a beating for trying to buy me off like that, attacking me from behind. You're going to get stopped, Curry. Beat and stopped and destroyed. Because I'm tired of you, Curry. You're not going to faze me at all.
Contest, one fall, a 20-minute time limitation. Introducing, weighing 250 pounds from Atlanta, Georgia, I give you Frankie Adonis. Adonis. And his opponent, weighing 320 mean pounds from Uganda, I give you Prince Mama Mohammed. Prince Mama Mohammed from Uganda. One fall, 20-minute time limitation.
Well, there he is in all his glory, the Prince.
Yeah, I believe he's acquired a hat from some...
yeah, little crown.
Yeah.
Well, the ring announcer, Wally Jackson, put it right, though. 320 mean pounds.
This guy reminds me of guys I played against in the NFL. He looks like a all-pro tackle if I ever saw one.
The big guy. Big and mean.
Yeah,
big and tough.
It's a wonder one of the pro teams don't grab him and just make a tackle at him.
Oh, drop kick right off the bat by Frankie Adonis. Surprises the big man. Oh, we are seeing some moves from Adonis.
Oh,
But he broke that up.
That's about his last move, I think.
Mohammed broke that up very quickly. No way, Jose.
He stopped it.
Prince Mama Mohammed, there's no way they're going to show him up. Oh, was that karate?
Well, it'll do for a start.
The Prince. The Prince, there's that big knee drop in on Frankie Adonis. I was looking forward to big things from Adonis here, but Prince Mama Mohammed has stopped him dead in his tracks, Bruiser. Adonis came to us with a big reputation, but not too effective against the Prince. Elbow drop by Prince Mama Mohammed. He's on top of his man. Only a one count, though.
Adonis is trying.
There's a little fight left in him.
Yeah, he's trying. He's not giving up.
Prince Mama Mohammed definitely on a path of destruction across the United States these days. Making himself a lot of enemies. Oh, big power slam. Out of nowhere. And he's climbing the ropes. He's up to the top. Adonis, oh, caught with a clothesline.
That's a 350-pound clothesline, Terry.
And that is it. 1, 2, 3, boom, it's over.
He's tough.
Once the Prince started into action, there was no stopping him. And it was obvious he beat a formidable opponent there in very convincing fashion.
Yeah, he's a tough guy.
Prince Mama Mohammed, one of these guys who shows very little emotion on his face. We got to see this again.
Can you imagine that coming down on top of you, Terry?
As you said, 350-some pounds with that clothesline. The referee is in for the count, and brother, that's it.
It's an avalanche.
Much more action soon to come here, featuring Dick the Bruiser in a classic match when we return. We get continuing inquiries about how you can join us to see this wrestling program taped, and you can join us live and in person at our next taping session, which is on Thursday, March the 6th, this coming Thursday night at 7:30 at the Premier Center, just north of Detroit in Sterling Heights, Michigan. It's located on 14 Mile and Van Dyke. That's this Thursday night up in Sterling Heights. Now, let's talk about tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, it's all coming down right in the middle of the ring of Kip South, Reynolds and Heatherdowns. The action begins at 8 o'clock. Doors open at 6:30. Get there early and get your seat. You won't want to miss a minute of the stars and the slams and the action tomorrow night at Kip South. El Bracero in the opening bout against the newcomer Leroy Redbone. The freedom fighter from West Beirut, Lebanon, Mohammed Jihad Saad against Man Mountain Terry Tyler. Prince Mama Mohammed faces the one and only Dick the Bruiser, making an appearance at Kip South here tomorrow night. 2 title matches. You're going to see Graham and Kent putting the World Tag Team Championship on the line against Calypso Jim and Chris Carter. Then the modern-day Benedict Arnold himself, the great Wojo, the world champion, puts his title on the line against Flying Fred Curry. It's Fred Curry's night for revenge, for retribution, and you'll want to witness it tomorrow night. And it's also your night, Chris Carter. The Tag Team Championship matches don't come easily. You've got another one, though, with Calypso Jim.
Well, you know something, Terry? I'll tell you. If I wasn't wrestling on this card tomorrow night, I'd have my ringside ticket and I'd be there at 6:30 right when them doors open. But I'll tell you what, tomorrow night, Kip South, 6:30, I said them doors open, get there early, because I'll tell you what, when Calypso Jim and Chris Carter get in their ring, Daddy, we intend to get down and we intend to bring some new tag team champions right to Toledo. I said it before and I'll say it again. Toledo's my new hometown. That's where I'm going to be introduced from when I get in the ring, because the people in Toledo, when they get behind me, Terry, get behind me, they get inside of me, Daddy, and we become one. There's no stopping Chris Carter and Calypso Jim.
It's all happening tomorrow. Wait a minute. Tomorrow at Kip South. I can't believe it. Stay right where you're at, fans. You won't want to miss a single second of this great classic match. The one and only Dick the Bruiser to face off in just moments against luscious John Valiant. Let's take a look.
Both men taking it well. Valiant seems to have the better of it right now. Dick grabs Valiant now. He tears some of his, tearing at that beard of Valiant, now tearing at the hair. A punch to the head, Valiant staggered again. A smash to the head again by Dick the Bruiser. He slams Valiant into the mat. Valiant crashed into the turnbuckle. Reverend Hampton is trying to shout encouragement to Jerry Valiant. Correction, to John Valiant. And now John Valiant is thrown out of the ring to the floor. He's been taking a tremendous beating at the fists, the hands and fists of Dick the Bruiser. John Valiant under the ring. He's being counted. Now he's back in there. There's a punch, another punch by the Bruiser, and Valiant is on the mat. Dick punches the forehead. He has opened a cut on the head of John Valiant. Reverend Hampton on the outside. Dick punches that cut place on the head of John Valiant. Hampton climbing up on the apron has another punch by the Brewer. Punch by Valiant. Dick is back in the corner. Valiant with punches again. Oh, what a punch by Dick. As you can tell, ladies and gentlemen, in the brass knuckles match, there's not much wrestling going on. It's mostly punching. Valiant crashed into the turnbuckle, now into the ring post. I should have said he was crashed into the apron of the ring and then into the ring post. And now Dick has got Reverend Hampton. He's tearing at Reverend Hampton's ear. Valiant stepped around, punched Dick, keeps punching him. Valiant keeps clubbing Dick to the back. Dick pulls Valiant by the hair, brings him into the ring. Another smash to the head by Dick the Bruiser. Oh, Dick smashes Valiant's right hand into that turnbuckle. Both men with those punches again. And it's evident that Dick has the more powerful punch. He has just thrown Valiant through the ropes, follows him to the outside. They're fighting on the outside of the ring. Oh, man. Valiant again is smashed into that ring post. Now Dick. Dick getting into the ring. Valiant punches Dick to the throat several times. And again, Dick comes back with a punch to the head. Dick the Bruiser rips Valiant up by the hair. Another smash to the head. And still another one. He's got him covered. 1, 2, a 3 count. The match is over. The brass knuckles match is over. And the winner of the match is Dick the Bruiser.
It ain't over yet.
Dick the Bruiser is the winner of the match.
Time now, ladies and gentlemen, for the segment of our program called Graham's Gallery. This is the doctor's own forum. Today, his special guest is Bulldog Don Kent. So now we take you to Graham's Gallery.
You know, it gives me great pleasure today on Graham's Gallery to introduce a man who, to me, is more than a man. He's a legend, one of the premier wrestlers in the world today. And although I've taken a vow when we started this series to remain neutral, and I will remain neutral, but I can't help getting enthused about Bulldog Don Kent. Bulldog Don Kent and I currently share the WWA World Tag Team Championships. And I couldn't be prouder, Bulldog, than to have you on my segment. And I know the fans out there have got to be really thrilled to see the Bulldog. Bulldog, one question I want to ask right off the bat now. I notice when you come out to the ring, a lot of times these fans start barking.
I'll tell you one thing, Jerry, that it breaks my concentration. And, you know, I'm disgusted. I get mad. And I'll tell you one thing. I'm not an animal. I am not something that you're going to take and cage up and you put into a dog house and put out in the backyard because, hey, I'm human. I'm more human probably than them people sitting out there watching right now.
You're certainly more human than Dick the Bruiser. Did you ever see that Neanderthalic, semi-retarded...
oh, yes, I noticed that.
This Bruiser, you know, the man walks down the street, the only decision he has to make every morning when he gets out of bed is how much saliva should I drool over my chin today?
Right,
now,
I agree with you.
Now, you take a look at me. Now, I mean, I'm not one to brag, but you look behind me, what do you see? My college degrees, my PhDs, my master's degrees, my bachelor's degrees. I mean, I have 4 PhDs, 8 master's degrees, 16 bachelor's degrees, and 19 associate's degrees from very many universities around the country and around the world. I think, Bulldog, you'll agree with me. It's safe to say I have truly quenched my thirst for knowledge at some of the finest fountains
of
learning
Doctor,
available.
If I may break in, I have, the most educated wrestler today or ever in our profession is the great doctor right here. And Doc, I'll tell you, it's proud for me to be tag team champion with a gentleman like you.
Do you think there's anyone that can beat us? I mean, are we going to keep these belts till we retire, or is somebody way down the road? I mean, certainly couldn't be anybody like Fred Curry or Chris Carter or, or Dick the Loser or Yukon Moose Cholak. He must be tired of being slammed by me as many times I've slammed him before. Who's be capable of taking these belts?
Doc, I sit back and I look at all these names that keep lining up, the teams that keep wanting to come in and take us on, and I love a good fight. I love for someone to come down and beat on me because that really drives me. That turns me me
more
on.
they beat you, the better you like.
Oh, I love it.
You know, that's why we're such a well-balanced team. I mean, let's face it. I come from a family of multimillionaires. I've gone to the best universities. I'm educated. I know scientific wrestling inside and out. But you, Don Kent, didn't have it so easy. You're a street fighter, an alley fighter. And you take a scientific, educated man like myself, you team him up with a bulldog, a back alley street fighter like Kent, and what you have is the immovable force, Don Kent, and the irresistible object, Dr. Graham. Together, teamed up, I think we're going to keep these belts as long as we want them. That's my instincts.
I'll tell you what, Doc, I've looked at it and I don't see anyone. I have yet to see anyone yet that can come up here and give us a good fight because, you know, Doctor, with all your knowledge and you thirst all over this world, and me, I love a good fight. I love for you to come on out and give me a fight because that is what it's all about. I like for you to beat on me. I like for you to pound on me because that really turns me on because this is when I would like to give it to you.
Bulldog Kent, I'm sure the fans were pleased and honored, as I was, to have you as my guest here today on Graham's Gallery, and I'm sure we'll be getting a lot of cards and letters in requesting you be back many, many times, and of course, you will be. Thank you for being here.
Thank you very much, Doctor, and it's an honor for me to be here.
And his opponent, weighing 450 pounds, from Yukon, he's the 9th wonder of the world. I give you Yukon Moose Cholak. Cholak, the 9th wonder of the world. 1 fall, 20-minute time limitation.
Tell you, Terry, if he starts to fall backwards, you and I are leaving.
Absolutely. The Moose has Alexander on him. How much does that thing weigh, do you think?
That thing weighs about 210 pounds.
Good Lord.
Yeah, I just watch it, Terry, because if he starts falling back, you and I are leaving.
Watch out.
I've been 53 years. I never did nothing like that.
Yukon Moose Cholak. That's his old buddy there, Alexander, that he's got on his head.
He's brought that head from everywhere. I remember when he had fleas in it one time.
I wonder if he's ever tried to get on an airplane with that thing.
Moose fleas.
Ah, I see. Now the referee. What is this, an opponent or what here?
Ladies and gentlemen, Yukon Moose Cholak.
I don't know if they'll ever get it out of the ring.
I don't think the ring girl's going to be able to handle that.
Look at her.
Well,
It shows you how strong the moose is.
There's that big moose call from Yukon Moose Cholak. I know he's one of about your favorite tag team partner?
I used to have my cousin the Crusher, but he got hurt his back. So I got the Moose, so he's 90% if I have a tag, he's my team partner.
Yeah, there ain't too many people can mess with the Moose. No doubt about it. The Hangman doesn't seem to care too much for you, Bruiser. On his way into the ring, he had to stop here and hurl a few insults at you. I guess he knows that you are not allowed to. Now, wait a minute. What do we have here?
And here's Dr. Jerry Graham. What are you doing here?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to make you people here in Sterling Heights the first to know of my newest discovery. Moose Cholak up to this point has been the biggest man in the WWA. I'd now like to bring in from Bloody Harlan, Kentucky, Dr. Graham's newest man to manage, my newest protege, the Kentucky Butcher.
Holy Toledo, look at this guy. He's bigger than the Moose.
7 feet, 2 inches tall, 580 pounds.
Whoa.
How's it feel, Shorty?
Whoa. Shorty. Call him Moose Cholak Shorty. Where does Graham come up with these people? What did he call him?
The Butcher or something.
Kentucky Butcher?
That's right.
7 feet 2 inches. Holy. I don't know. Do you think the Moose is intimidated?
I don't know, but he should be.
Look at that. It takes two guys to carry that thing out of here.
Right.
Well, I think that there was probably a message to be had there for the Moose. That's why Dr. Jerry Graham chose this particular time to bring the Kentucky Butcher into the ring. You think so? Maybe a little message to the Moose?
I think he's trying to intimidate the Moose. Maybe Moose won't be so tough on the Hangman here. The Moose might be about that big Kentucky Butcher.
Well, the Hangman's no little guy either.
Was he weigh 300 and some pounds?
Thereabouts, yeah, something like that. He's nearly as tall as the Moose, too. Lays in a couple of forearms. Neither one phased the Moose. The Moose shows him how it's done. He goes slinking back off into the corner.
Hard to believe, Terry, that the Moose used to be a boxer.
Did he really?
That's right. He was a heavyweight boxer when he was in the Navy.
No kidding.
Like 220 pounds, but he was always so rough that he'd forget the rules and they'd make him quit. He just went into wrestling.
That's why, yeah, that's why he got into wrestling, huh? Well, he still has rules to worry about. Usually Moose Cholak follows the rules pretty closely, but he's not about to let somebody get over on him by breaking the rules and using him. Off the ropes goes the Hangman, a collision, and Moose didn't even budge.
Sounds to me like the floor of the ring broke.
It could have, very well. You've got a lot of poundage in there. Referee checking over the shoes of Moose Cholak. Evidently a protest lodged with the referee by the Hangman. He came off the ropes and went nowhere again. The Hangman's going nowhere but out of the ring. He's going to think things over. Wonder what he got himself into here. I would imagine many, many opponents have that feeling, though, when they face the Moose across the ring. They lock up in the referee hole. Hangman forces Moose into the corner, working away at the face of the Moose.
That's the best way to get him.
That's about the only way, I guess.
Right, if you can't see, he can't hurt you.
Well, you got one irate Moose by now. And Moose just with a shoulder button. Down goes the Hangman. There's that big Moose call. And a Moose is mad. Oh, he laid in a heavy forearm onto the Hangman.
You can tell the way Moose swings that he was a boxer.
He means business, no doubt about it. Oh, the squash. 450 pounds, the 3 count. That's it.
I think he's going to give him another one.
I think he's already a pancake. The Moose with his hand raised in victory over the Hangman. The Hangman has quite a reputation. You wouldn't have known it from as ineffective as he was against the Moose, but many of the top wrestlers are just powerless against this big man. Let's take a look at it again. The Moose hurls his man across halfway across the ring.
Watch the ring shake, Terry. Good.
Absolutely. Moose just bounced right off him, too. Did you catch that? The El Squasho. That is it. Much more to come. You're going to see an exciting bout right after this.
Wrestling fans, let's get it on. One fall, 20-minute time limitation. Introducing the challenger, weighing 241 pounds from Kingston, Jamaica. His manager is Bobo Brazil. I give you Calypso Jim. And his opponent, weighing 246 pounds, from Broken Bone, Arizona, managed by Dr. Jerry Graham, I give you Bulldog Don Kent. One fall, 20-minute time limitation.
And the fans are on him right from the start. They made an announcement prior to us coming back from the commercial break there for all the fans to please not bark at Kent. The announcement was made at Kent's request, obviously. The fans showing what they think of that. Kent is irate. Look at him. He's angered. Doesn't like the barking. Claims it destroys his concentration. We've seen him several times have a hold applied to his opponent, and the people start to bark, and it just gets to him to the point where he'll release the hold.
I wonder if that's true, Terry.
What's that?
If it really does bother Kent.
Oh, I think it does. I think it absolutely does. They lock up. Boy, what a great match we have got. Dr. Jerry Graham in the corner of Bulldog Don Kent. A tackle is on. Kent is down again. Calypso Jim showing him the moves. Calypso Jim clamps on that side headlock. Dr. Jerry Graham and Bulldog Don Kent together make up the WWA World Tag Team Champions. And like them or not, they've held those belts for quite a while.
That's because they're so tricky.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're really tricky.
I think Dr. Jerry Graham and his family wrote the book on that kind of thing.
Tricks to watch.
Bulldog Don Kent and Calypso Jim. This is our main event. Off the ropes, Kent down again. Over the top he goes that time, though. Hey, tried it once more, but Calypso Jim was ready for him.
He about lit on his head then.
Calypso Jim once again scoops up his man.
You notice, Terry, that he didn't break the fall with his heels. He lit right on his back.
Absolutely.
A lot of times you'll see wrestlers try to break the fall with their heels. Bulldog Don Kent got the wind knocked out in that time. Maybe that's why he's barking like this. He's trying to waste time, to conserve energy.
Well, it sounds like the Humane Society here in the arena, here in the beautiful Premier Center. Bulldog Don Kent retreating into a corner. Watch out, there's that boot. Calypso Jim wasn't ready for it.
Say one thing, Kent really hits you.
Yeah, and he's making Calypso pay for letting his guard down.
There's no pulling the punches with that Kent.
Kent just with fist and forearm, one after another. He's weakening Calypso Jim. Quite a relentless attack here. Calypso man in the corner, referee putting in the count for Kent to stand back, and Kent's not doing it. And Calypso Jim reverses him.
I knew Jim couldn't take that for too long.
Calypso showing him that he too can throw fists and forearms.
Yeah. Kent's trying to hang on to everything.
The whip is on. Kent into the corner, bounces out. Calypso Jim right there with him.
What?
No. Jerry Graham is in there. What is he? What? I don't understand. Well, we've got a problem situation here now. Dr. Jerry Graham, it's long been known he has no love for Calypso Jim, but now we've got the double teaming going on
What
here.
are they doing now? They're gonna
Wait a minute, he's got a scissors. Oh no, he's cutting those braids off. Look at that. They're cutting those braids off. Wojo is in there. Wow, this is shocking. Oh, now this has got to be stopped here. We've got to have a stop put to this. Calypso Jim, there goes the Bruiser. The Bruiser has left the table. The Bruiser's on his way into the ring. There you see him. Here comes the Bruiser. Now, this is too much. This is absolutely too much. Bruiser's clearing the ring. Dick the Bruiser has cleared the ring, and thank God for Dick the Bruiser. I cannot believe it. I've seen a lot of things in all the years that I've been doing professional wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. Bruiser just tossed the referee out on his can. And Dick the Bruiser is mad. And look at Calypso Jim. I feel sorry for him. You know, I've seen Graham and Kent and people like that do some despicable things. But have you ever... It's really hard for me to find the words at this point in time. This is just too bad. Absolutely too bad. Humiliation just isn't a strong enough word for this. Oh, that's just terrible. Absolutely terrible. I don't know if Graham and Kent and Wojo know what they have gotten themselves into. I can see... Look at him, just picking him up again. Dick the Bruiser is there. This is too bad.
Disqualified due to interference, Bulldog Don Kent. Winner, Calypso Jim.
I tell you, I don't know what to say. What can I say? What can I say? I'm really shocked beyond words at this. This is too much. Too much. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go up and try to talk to Calypso Jim here. Hold on.
This doesn't make any sense, man. Graham, I'm gonna get you, man. If it's the last thing I do, if I have to leave Rasmus, I'm gonna get you, man. I'm gonna get you, Graham. You understand? Won't you, Graham? It's get. I'm gonna get you. I'm not coming to fight. I'm coming to hurt somebody, man. Look what you did to me. You took my pride and joy. You took my hair, man. Where I come from is Kingston. If you don't have hair, you're not a man. But Graham, you tried to take that away from me, man. You gotta get it now, man.
Well, the people here know you're a man. They know what kind of a man you are. What can we say?
I can say. That's his pride and joy. This man from Jamaica, his hair is his money. His hair is his life. He would rather have a hair than 5 Cadillacs. He would rather have a hair than 10 girlfriends. And they got rid of his hair. So I know just what's going in your mind. They'll never do that to you again, Jim, and I'll guarantee it myself. If they do throw me out of Michigan, I'm not going to let them ever do that again.
Well, an absolutely disgusting and totally despicable display from Dr. Jerry Graham, Bulldog Don Kent, and the world champion, the great Wojo. This is, I don't know what to say to you. I really don't.
I don't call these guys men. I call these guys somebody that run around and always try to hurt somebody. But I want to say one thing to the people here at the Premier Center. When you see Calypso Jim appear again, I'm not coming to wrestle. I'm coming to bring everything to the ring. If I had to bring pole, pipe, brass, knuckles, chains, whatever it takes to get rid of you, Graham, I'll be here to get you, man.
Well, I hope you don't come alone, Calypso. I hope you've got some backup with you, because God knows they certainly have got backup with them.
I'm not coming along when I come again. I'll guarantee you that I'm not coming along. Whatever it takes, you guys
There they go to the
dirty.
replay.
You watch me.
Thank you very much, Calypso Jim. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll return in a moment.
They're cutting his hair. If this wouldn't make anybody mad, I don't know. It's too much for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a big round of applause for
I've got to help.
And what about Dick the Bruiser?
I've got to help Jim when something like this happens.
Get ready, coming up next.
Well, we're taking a look at it again here. Back at the desk with Dick the Bruiser. And Dick,
I just told the people I've got to help him when something like that happens.
oh yeah, absolutely. And I hope anyway that the commission will keep in mind exactly what happened here. This is just too much. They've gone too far this time.
Yeah.
Bruiser, I want to ask you now, why, at this point, what did he say to you? Why did you throw the referee out of the ring?
Because he just looked like somebody that should be out of there. I don't know what I'm doing. When I get mad, I get mad.
A little out of control there at that point.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're coming right back. Stay with us. It's tomorrow night. It's all happening tomorrow night at Kip South, Reynolds, and Heatherdowns. The action begins at 8 o'clock. All-Star Championship Wrestling tomorrow night. The doors open at 6:30. Kip South is located at Reynolds and Heatherdowns, right off of Turnpike Exit 4. 2 title matches on that program. We'll talk about them in just a moment. But on the opening bout, El Bracero is back in town, and I emphasize opening bout to show you what a tremendously strong card it is with El Bracero opening the program. It'll be opened with a bang, no doubt about it. He takes on the newcomer Leroy Redbone. And then we continue with the action. Man Mountain Tyler against the freedom fighter from West Beirut, Lebanon, Mohammed Jihad Saad. Dick the Bruiser at Kip South tomorrow night against Prince Mama Mohammed. Then you're going to see Bulldog Don Kent and Dr. Jerry Graham, the World Tag Team Champions, who stooped to a new low even for them earlier in this program. They'll be facing the leading contenders, Calypso Jim and Chris Carter. Then it's the Great Wojo for the World Championship against Flying Fred Curry. Fred Curry's chance at revenge and retribution tomorrow night at Kip South.
I want to take exception to that stoops to a new low. Can I help it if Carter decides to attack me from behind in the middle of an interview?
And
Don Kent's not going to stand there. And don't give me this Fred Curry. Don't give me this nothing. Fred Curry's caused enough trouble in Toledo. And Chris Carter, he's in there belly aching about he likes the people in Toledo, this, that, he makes me sick. I'll tell you something, Carter. You can do all you want, all these little jumping people from behind, trying to talk to Don Kent, a gentleman, like he's some kind of an animal. But tomorrow night, less than 24 hours away, these belts are going to come in the ring on my waist and Kent's waist, and they're going to go out on our waist. Bulldog, tell him what's going to happen tomorrow. Tell him.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Doctor. We walk in as champions. We will walk out because there's none tougher. There's none better. There's not a tag team in the country today that can get down there and go with the best of us.
And I better not hear any barking because the Bulldog...
Now, wait a minute. It's all happening tomorrow night. A lot to be settled. Fred Curry against Wojo for the title. Also the tag team title and Dick the Bruiser tomorrow night, 8 o'clock at Kip South.
I've told you before, if you can't take it, you better come over and sit next to the Bruiser, because I can't take it. This is the wildest action I've ever seen.
Well, we had a great one today. Chris Carter, great as usual in his match. Prince Mama Muhammad, we had an opportunity to see him today. Always enjoy seeing you in some of those classic matches, Bruiser. Moose Cholak was devastating. And then, of course, that main event. Lots of controversy there.
That Graham, that sod, I can't take any of them. I'm going to help those guys every chance I get to beat them.
This has been a presentation of Bedlam Productions Incorporated in association with Championship Wrestling Incorporated.